Hey, this video is partially an announcement or two. You see, on my second channel, there's going to be two 100 Days videos coming out today. And there was initially meant to be a third one coming out today, and that is the one that you are currently watching. But I have some bad news. The Naruto 600 Days will never be coming, as I have just found out that the world and mod pack that I had has been deleted at some point. I must have mistaken it for something else and gotten rid of it, which means I no longer have the skins I was using for the NPCs, and I don't have all the custom armor I made, and any of the other stuff. I have no real point of reference even for how to get them back. With that being said, I do plan on making another custom story 100 Days Naruto series down the line. I don't know how soon, but it will be on my second channel when it comes out, and I'm going to try to get at least one 100 Days video per month on that channel from now on, as best as I can. If you guys are interested in the 100 Days content, they'll be up there. Now, I don't want to just waste this series, I don't want to end it off randomly. I do still have the script and everything written out. I had some voice lines done by Viper and Chloe in my Discord. They really helped out a ton, and I'm very upset that I can't use their work the way it was intended. I'm gonna play the audio for you guys. Again, I'm super upset that I ended up losing the world and all that, but I hope you guys, if you're really here to enjoy the Naruto 600 Days to its fullest, I'm sorry, but if you would like, you can still stay and at least enjoy the audio. Again, I do plan on making another 100 Days custom story, and this one will definitely be even better. I have learned a lot of stuff since I made the initial 100 Days. With all that being said, here is the Naruto 600 Days script. As always, if you guys haven't yet, I recommend watching the previous episodes, as this is a continued storyline that I have been building off of for the past few months. When we left off, I was trying to master the 5 basic nature releases to help increase our odds of winning against Yang Force. Melancholy was taken by Yang Force, and we don't yet know why. And finally, we left off with a few mysteries. Anyways, with that long intro out of the way, let's get into the Naruto 100 Days series finale. We open up on day 501, continuing the training from last time. After learning the 5 basic chakra natures, I'm going to need to master them and build up my chakra pool. I trained for a little bit individually with Kevin and Shindo to help work on my fire and earth style. I also spent some time meditating to train my overall chakra and senjutsu chakra pools. By day 510, I've gotten a lot stronger, as has most of the group, but our might is about to be tested as Yang shows up, and with her is Melancholy, unable to move or speak. I assume she's being dragged around by Yang using a genjutsu.
I've begun enacting my final plan. I'm only telling you this for one specific reason, but I will not say why. However, I will do this.
Yang absorbs Melancholy forcefully into herself. Immediately, Kevin and I both attack her. Both of us get defeated, and Yang taunts us once more.
I see you're far too weak to even come close to posing a threat to me. Well then, I have things to tend to, so I'll be back. Fair warning though, next time you see me is the last chance you will have. So, make it count, okay?
And with that, she leaves once more. Angered, I have Orochimaru use Edo Tensei to reanimate the past Hokage. Standing before our group are some of the strongest shinobi that have ever lived. I explained the situation to them all, and Tobirama helps since he's heard what's going on already. I train with each of them. Hashirama trains me in advanced levels of chakra control, sage mode, and wood release. Tobirama continues to train my water style to further levels, while also helping me master yin and yang releases. He also helps me with genjutsu resistance, but explains that it likely won't be too helpful against an extremely talented genjutsu user. Hiruzen and Minato both work on teaching me several things as well. Then finally, my father, the 6th Hokage, helps me with genjutsu resistance further. He teaches me how to use my Sharingan to naturally break genjutsu. He isn't sure if it'll work on Yang, especially now that she's merged with Melancholy and became Yin-Yang Force. However, it can't hurt to try. By day 530, I've managed to get a better hang on most of the things they were teaching me. But just because I'm getting stronger doesn't mean that things are all going well. On day 531, some ninjas from other villages show up. Go's friend that we met at the Chunin exams, the 5th Raikage, who was presumed dead after the last Kage summit, and the Mist Ninja, who was revived after the Scorch Force fight. But that's not all. With those three stand a massive army of hidden Cloud Shinobi. When we arrived at the Cloud Village before and everyone was gone, I had assumed that Scorch Force had killed them all. But it appears I was wrong. My team prepares for battle. I know that we should seal as many of them as possible, but it isn't going to be an option to seal them all. Not a chance that we can do that while fighting this whole army. The reanimated Hokage help us out as well, with Hashirama alone sealing a large portion of the army right away. But all of a sudden, the reanimation ends. The previous Hokage vanish, and the opposing forces free the ones that Hashirama had already sealed. We fight for a total of 2 days, but there's no way we can win this war. Shindo has managed to successfully evacuate the village. I place a Flying Thunder God marker on Kevin, and stay in the village while everyone gets away. By using a combination of everything I learned, I'm able to hold them back for a while, and once I feel enough time has passed, I finally teleport to the marking I left on Kevin. Having fought against that army for 2 days straight, we all decide to rest a bit. It's going to be difficult to win against that army. We don't want to kill the enemy, since they'll go back to normal once we beat Yin Yang. However, we can't seal them because the others will just free the sealed ones. I've tried crystal sealing, water sealing, and wood sealing, and while it works, none of them are perfect enough to not get broken. After a discussion, we decide that our only option is to knock them out or kill them. However, our main objective will be to seal the Raikage, as he is the biggest threat. We rest until day 535.
Box, your team will return to the village and clear the threat. Take your time, and don't any of you do something stupid.
What about you?
I'll guide the civilians, and protect them. No telling what Yang might do, and as Hokage, it is my duty to protect the people.
And with that, Shindo continues north from the village, with Tsunade and the rest of the village. Meanwhile, my team, consisting of me, Kevin, Jiraiya, Deidara, Go, and Pakura, return home. We arrive at the village, but seems leaving was a mistake. The village has been flattened, and standing inside the crater is the army. Filled with anger, once more we charge into battle. I head straight for the Raikage. His lightning blade is strong, and his speed is even enough to match me in Sage mode. Other battles go on as well. Kevin takes out a large group of Cloud Shinobi. So does Deidara and Pakura. Go faces his comrade, while Jiraiya faces the Mist Ninja. It seems that Yin Yang's Genjutsu is not only able to perfectly control others, but also power them up significantly. I continue struggling against the Raikage, with him breaking my sealing jutsu several times before the seal can be activated. He's about to land a finishing blow on me when suddenly, Jiraiya jumps in the way, saving me, but taking the blow himself. He lies bleeding on the ground, unable to let out any final words. My rage bubbles, as does Kevin's. The two of us continue fighting the Raikage. We manage to weaken him a bit, and then using both of our Sharingans, we're able to finally break his Genjutsu. However, completely drained of chakra, he falls to the ground, as do the two of us. With the army defeated, we rest up for 10 days. In the meantime, though, I use my wood style to build some new houses. With the village destroyed and Yin Yang stronger than ever, we begin to lose hope. I've gathered some of the strongest shinobi in the world, and yet, without even fighting, Yang has managed to push us so far. Then her promise rings once more in my head. Next time you see me is the last chance you'll have, so make it count. For the next 30 days, I push myself as hard as possible, to train every aspect of my being to its peak. Taijutsu, Kenjutsu, Genjutsu, Senjutsu, and Ninjutsu, everything. But more importantly, I harden my heart. Something new to think about is the yin half of Yin Yang. Melancholy is basically being held hostage. Killing Yang would be killing her. If push comes to shove, I don't know if I can do it, or if any of us can. On top of that, we don't actually know what she even wants from us. Why has she given us so many chances? While the team is training and preparing for battle, Shindo has continued to evacuate everyone further, heading towards the hidden sand village, seeking refuge and assistance. However, on the way to the village, trouble appears. Yin Yang shows up.
What do you want?
What do I want? I do not see what that has anything to do with you. However, I don't want you to meddle with my real battle when it comes.
I won't meddle. But seeing as you're so scared, I'll fight you here and now if you'd like. You're quite lucky, I'd say. All you nature forces. I have been rusty up until becoming Hokage. but now I've regained some powers from my humble days.
If you think you can fight me and protect them, then be my guest.
As Hokage, it is my duty to protect the people, protect my fellow ninja. I have inherited the will of fire passed down for generations by the first Hokage. I am Shindo Aburame, and I will defeat you here and now.
With that, the battle begins. While Shindo faces Yin Yang, Tsunade stands guard of the civilians and has them retreat slightly further.
You know, before absorbing your disciple, your Aburame style would have easily defeated me.
It's a shame that I never had the pleasure of facing you before.
Ah, by the way, if you could beat me, would you really be able to? Kill Yin, I mean. Or Melancholy, as I believe she called herself.
You forget, King. I was once a member of the humble Black Ops. I know when to prioritize my mission over my feelings. If killing Melancholy is what I have to do, then I will allow her to sacrifice her life to save the world, as I know she would want me to do.
Interesting. Well, you better hope that the rest of your team has the resolve to do the same then, shall we?
Yin Yang disappears, revealing that Shindo had been facing a clone. He hurries to catch up with Tsunade and the others. On day 580, Gaara, the Kazekage, arrives to help us. He says that the Hidden Sand Village has taken in the Hidden Leaves refugees, and that he himself had come to assist us in stopping Yin Yang. Our party has lost members: Melancholy, Jiraiya, Yahiko, Nagato, and the Mist Ninja. However, we've gained a new power in the Raikage and Kazekage. We're about to see if that power is enough, because standing at the top of the crater is a bunch of Yin Yang clones, one for each of us.
Let's see if I waited long enough.
The battle begins. It takes a while, but we all manage to take out the clones. Then before us stands the real Yin Yang. The battle continues, and she knocks out Pakura. I use an Earth Style and Fire Style combo move. With assistance from Kevin, we combine our Fire Styles together to increase the heat. Then, after a small amount of time passes, I use Rasen Shuriken to blast the whole thing. However, all that effort and Yin Yang seems to be barely injured. However, she has slightly weakened by that attack, and Gaara uses a powerful sand-style sealing jutsu. Quickly, I assist him with a combination of crystal, water, and wood sealing jutsu. Finally, it seems we've done it! Emerging from the explosion is the nine-tailed beast. It seems that Yang had actually captured the beast and merged its chakra with her own. Now all of us are forced to face the Nine-Tails while we're weakened. For 3 days, we tag in and out of battle with the Nine-Tails, reserving our power as much as possible. Finally, the tailed beast runs out of chakra. Yin Yang emerges once again from the beast. She's been weakened further, but compared to the damage and exhaustion of our group, she's practically just started the fight. Seeing how dire things are, I weakly attempt another wood-style sealing jutsu, which she just breaks with ease. Running out of options, I begin to think of what to do, but running out of chakra, I pass out. Kevin and the others continue the battle, and in the middle of all this, one of the village Jonin, Naruto, joins the battle. Eventually, Naruto is taken out, and Kevin is forced to fight again. He fights hard, but eventually he's taken out. Deidara jumps in, and he's defeated as well. The Raikage puts everything he has into fighting, but he's defeated like the others. Gaara is next up, and he puts a good fight up against Yin Yang, but he doesn't stand a chance. Everyone has put their lives on the line, and everyone has failed. She's been weakened a lot, and a whole day has gone by since I passed out, and nobody left to face her. Kevin stands back up, activating his Susanoo, a new power he's just now using for the first time. He battles her again, and he puts up a good fight once more, but the Susanoo drains him of chakra. I wake up and she's about to kill Kevin. I see this and I know what I have to do. I warp to the marking I made on Kevin a while ago, and catch the attack. Using wood style, I hold her down. She's finally weakened enough to hold her, but I don't have enough time to activate a normal sealing jutsu. She'll break away shortly. I think back to my training, and what the 3rd and 4th Hokages taught me. I look back at Kevin. Listen, Kevin, I only have one option left. It's not ideal, but seeing as you're the only one left standing, I need you to tell everyone that I'll fight Yang Force. Uzumaki style, Reaper Death Seal.
Stop! Wait!
Tell them, Kevin, that I'll fight Yang Force. I'll fight her on my own, till the end of time, in the belly of the Was there ever a real moment of happiness in my life? Since I became a ninja, all I've known is pain and despair. I may never get that feeling of happiness or freedom of peace, but at least I can grant it for others. I wander inside the darkness for what feels like ages. Finally, I find her, Yang Force. With her is Melancholy. Melancholy, I'm sorry. I wanted to save you from Yang, and then beat her together. I wanted to continue living together with you, Kevin, and Shindo. I'm sorry, but you three will have to go on without me. Melancholy disappears from the void. Now stands just me and Yang. Behind both of us is a Shinigami.
You ruined my plans.
About that, I think I finally figured out what you wanted, Yang. Obviously, you wish to seal yourself inside of my body, just like all the other nature forces. But there's something different about you. Why did you continue to let us live? That's the question I couldn't answer myself.
Yeah? So what?
I think what you really wanted is, you didn't want to be alone.
Shut up! You don't know what I wanted!
Do you know what you wanted? She's angered by that question, and I feel like I might have nailed it. Though I forced her into a similar yet opposing position to what she wanted, I then proceed to fight her for all of eternity, at the mercy of the Shinigami. And as we fight, I wonder what she really would have done when she achieved her goal. With all that power, she likely would have been untouchable, but would she have become better? I guess I'll never know. After the battle, the village is forced to rebuild, but not until after they collectively mourn the loss of Jiraiya the Gallant and Box Hatake, the Savior. With that, the Naruto Anime Mod 100 Days custom story has come to an end. Like I said at the beginning, if you guys want more 100 Days content from me, be sure to check out my second channel, Box Bank, linked in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed the series and the ending. Be sure to leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought. And big thanks for my channel members and patrons!